Hi everyone, it's Susie here, Crypto Granny. The date is the 24th of March 2021 and it's 15:54 Amsterdam time. I'm running very late today, I must apologise. I got up late and then I spoke to a really good friend of mine in Australia who's an equity broker, and I was on the phone with her for a long time, so I had a bit of a laugh. We're still in lockdown here in Amsterdam in the Netherlands, which is sort of annoying, until the 20th of April. I think I've been in lockdown for about a year now, and I'm just going mental, seriously. I'm dying to get back to Australia. Honestly, I miss my family and friends and everything else. But anyway, not to worry. The sun's shining and the market's looking extremely good to me. I cannot be bearish this cryptocurrency market. I just can't. Everything I read and everything I absorb and everything I look at, it is just bull, bull, bull. You just got to be in the cryptocurrency market or in risk markets, because seriously, the Fed is out there. They want to keep interest rates low. They've said that they're not worried about inflation. Their main mandate is to create employment in the US economy. That's their main mandate, and control inflation. And as far as they're concerned, rightly or wrongly, they believe that inflation's at 2%, which it's not. Inflation's at 10%, okay? So you have to be in risk assets when inflation's at 10% or more, right? Inflation's so much higher than what they say, and I don't believe the statisticians at all the economic data that comes out from the governments. And the reality is we are in a high inflationary period, and the reality is if you're sitting cash, fiat currency, you're just going to keep losing money, okay, no matter what, because it's controlled by the central governments, okay? You have to become your own private bankers, your own portfolio managers, and you need to get that education, seriously, to do it properly, okay? There's no two ways about it. Now, what's interesting is the Fed came out, and you've got Janet Yellen, and you've got, the testimonies of Governor Powell and Janet Yellen, and they're testifying in Congress again today. And effectively, they've come out and said, look, honestly, we do not believe rates are going to be, raised until 2023. Forget what Kaplan said yesterday, rates going to be raised this year and all that. It's absolute bunkum, seriously. And now they're talking about another stimulus program, an infrastructure program, 3 trillion, not 3 billion, 3 trillion to start, building infrastructure again in the US, okay? Now, where do you think that money is going to go? It's going to go to risk markets, right? It's going to go to risk markets. More money they print more debt constantly. Their balance sheet, the central bank's balance sheet is out of control. Back in 2008, if I remember rightly, the balance sheet was it was something like 850 million, right? Now, their balance sheet would be 12 billion or 12 trillion. I forget the numbers. They're so big, it doesn't matter anymore. So every time they issue more stimulus, more cash into the system, it's going to find its way into risk assets, cryptocurrency and risk assets. Risk assets being credit product, corporate bonds, hybrids, and also the equity market, right? So if you don't understand these terms, please check out my Patreon and get some education for sure. So, essentially you cannot be negative this market. You can be negative fiat currency, and I don't sit in cash at all, but you cannot be negative the risk markets. There's no two ways about it, okay? Also, the money velocity stats, if you look at the Fed's data that comes out, money velocity stats, or the way the money sloshes around the system, is at all-time low. So people are not holding cash, right? The smart ones are not holding cash. Now, we've got a lot to talk about today, so I'm going to have to talk really quick. There is just so much going on in this market. It is so difficult to keep up with. Seriously, it really is. Now, another thing I want to say, and it's really important, is there is a huge lack of supply of physical cryptocurrency coins on the exchanges, right? This is just a recipe for this market to go higher and higher, okay? There's a massive lack of supply, right? And that's not going to go away. People are not selling their cryptocurrency. They're hodling, and like the Tulsa guy said, Elon Musk I'm not even concerned about Bitcoin until it gets to 100,000 per unit, which it will. There's no doubt about that. But in saying that, if Bitcoin gets to 100,000, other alts are going to do better than Bitcoin. Because even at 100,000, it's a return of about 50%, right? But other alts are going up even more than 50%. They're going up 250%. They're going up 880%, like Chiles that we got into at 0.075. Now, if you don't know about Chiles, please find out about it. It's a cryptocurrency, non-fungible token exchange, and they have all the biggest soccer clubs on there, right? Juventus, what's the other one called? Look, I don't know enough about soccer clubs in Europe, but AC Milan, all those guys, they've all got their own tokens on there. You can trade them. The fans go on there, and there's millions of fans, right? Juventus has got 8 million, 9 million, 10 million. AC Milan's got God knows how many, but you get the picture here, right? People are buying tokens in the football clubs, so they support their football clubs. They fund them. This is huge. It means that football clubs could buy their own buyers and everything. Also, if you're a fan of a football club, you might buy more expensive tokens to get to have dinner with Ronaldo or something. Honestly, when you think about it, it's just there's so many things they can do, and they can make so much money from it. And basically, Chiles is already making money as a non-fungible or a fungible token exchange, right? And that is massive. And this is where the market's going. The NFT market, the non-fungible token or the fungible token market, it could be bigger than the cryptocurrency market itself. It is huge. Absolutely huge. To give an example of this, right? Formula One, McLaren Racing announced a partnership with a Turkish currency platform called Bitcom, right? And basically they're launching their own official token, right, on this exchange in a partnership, right? It's called Bitci.com, BITCI.com, a Turkish exchange. And McLaren are launching their own official fan token, Formula One, right? Now that's massive in itself. There's just so much information here. I can't even keep up with it. Seriously, I just can't, right? Amazing. Also on Friday, other big news is 6 million of Bitcoin options are going to expire this Friday, the 26th. 6 billion. Now, when I go into the options, and I look at Deribit for that, which is the options exchange for Bitcoin and Ethereum, there's strike prices right from 40,000 through to 80,000 on Bitcoin, okay? The strike price where obviously they think Bitcoin's going to go, right? So obviously people, Bitcoin's around what at the moment? I'll give you an example, right? Bitcoin's at 56,711. So if you have a strike price of 40,000, you're in the money, right? By 16,000. Bitcoin, you bought the strike at 40,000 as a call. I buy a call with a Bitcoin strike price of 40,000, and I'm in the money by 17 grand, right? Per option that I have, right? If I have a strike of 14,000, right? 40,000. Excuse me. Now, there's about between 40,000 and 52,000, right? 12. There's about 8,000 options expiring on the 26th, right? And then if you look between 56,000, 60,000 strike, you've got 6,000 options. And between 62,000 strike and 80, you've got 12,500 thousand options, right? Open positions, board open position, call positions, right? 16 billion is going to expire. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. But my bet is Bitcoin will go higher on this options expiry. I have no doubt in my mind about it, because you can issue as many derivatives as you like in the market, derivatives, options, futures, whatever. You can issue as many as you like. But obviously, the cryptocurrency coins and tokens, most issuers of those tokens and coins have a fixed supply. Some don't, like Ethereum. Ethereum, they don't even know what their total supply is. The developers were asked ages ago and they couldn't come up with any total supply or circulating supply. But most cryptocurrencies have a fixed supply, right? Like XRP, for example, and many, many more, right? So you get the general idea. But the thing is, you've got to remember also the exchanges are lacking supply on the exchanges, right? And we can say that for Chainlink and Bitcoin and everything. Chainlink, there's only about 14% supply left on the exchanges, right? And Bitcoin, they think, they believe that it's even less than that, right? So this market is going to go up no matter what, and I'm very, very bullish. As I said to the market cap by the end of the year, 4.5 trillion, right? 4.5 trillion. Bitcoin dominance will break 55% on the way down, which means specific alts, and I'll say this again, specific alts will outperform, right? And what I mean by that is when you look at coin market cap, let me just go on there now. You've got literally, according to coin market cap, there are 8,936 cryptocurrency coins and tokens, right? That's a lot, okay? A lot. And, you can't own all of them, right? And according to, remember Brad Garlinghouse said from Ripple, the CEO of Ripple, that 98% of those coins and tokens are going to be dead within 2 years. And I agree. I totally agree. Because they have to have the fundamentals, right? They have to have businesses. They have to have clients. It's down to clients. Do they earn revenue? Do they make money? Is there usability in the coin and the token? And if there isn't, then it shouldn't be going up. That's a fact, right? So, that's it. Anyway, let's get to the news. Wait a minute. I'll just go through very quickly so that we can, look at the stats. Market cap at the moment is 1.768 trillion. Volume is 73 bill, which is high. And liquidity is nearly 4 bill, which is high. Bitcoin dominance is 59.87%, okay? Now, if we go into the most traded, the real volume, according to Mazari, right, if we go into that now, what do we got here? We've got Tether at 23 billion. Bitcoin at 9.34 bill, Ethereum 3.29 bill, Binance US 2.8 bill, Theta token is up there, which is it's just done so well, this coin. I tell you, I missed this one completely. Is 1.95 bill. Binance itself is 1.08 bill. And then you've got Uniswap 954, Harmony 1, which I don't know anything about, 849, Filecoin 799, ADA 782, XRP at 745 mil, and so forth, okay? Chiles is there. Chiles is a no-brainer. They did 487 million last night, and it's just a no-brainer, okay? So let's talk about the news now. We've got a lot to talk about. Tesla is accepting Bitcoin for payment using open source software to accept Bitcoin, okay? Crow, which we have in our trading portfolio, is to launch a non-fungible token platform which is exclusive content from celebrities, including Swoop Dogg, God knows who he is. I know Lionel Richie, including Lionel Richie, and Boy George, I think, the largest and user-friendly NFT platform they claim, okay? Now, we're trading Crow, and it is a no-brainer. Seriously, it is an absolute no-brainer. I got my clients into Crow around, I think, 22 cents or whatever. But this thing is a no-brainer. It's a cryptocurrency exchange, seriously, and they're doing extremely, extremely well. Now, also, Time Magazine releases NFT covers, and basically it's to do with some of their incredible covers that they had. And now they're also accepting crypto for subscriptions, okay, which is huge in itself, right? Now, also, the first ever SEC registered token, IPO, is INX. An INX token offering, this means it's going to go on the exchange, right? INX token offering blockchain for trading digital securities and crypto, right? And they're going to trade digital securities for stocks, right? Apparently, one INX equals $90 US. Also, Brave will integrate with Binance's Smart Chain DeFi wallet, which is huge. Chiles is up 880% in 1 month, right? And you can do Bet20, ERC20, and also Chiles integrated with Chainlink, okay? That's huge, right? Absolutely huge. They know what they're doing and they're smart operators. Grayscale launched another fund, an LPT fund, and apparently the crypto's up 1,000% since that happened. Also, PokerStarter, cross chain permissionless DEX built on Polkadot. DEX is decentralized exchange, is launching Pokemons, right? I don't know much about Pokemons, but so they're calling it a PMON, Pokemon, non-fungible manifold universe of Pokemons. And apparently Pokemons are things like birds and dragons and everything. It's taken off by a storm. They're issuing 10 million tokens for that. And that's being launched on Polkadot, right? And I love Polkadot. Polkadot is in our investment portfolio and it's done extremely well. We were in Polkadot early, just like Chainlink. We were in that at 250, right? And we've held it forever and we're still holding it. Now, Graph Blockchain Inc. has allocated 20% of its staking capital into Polkadot, right? 20% of this company's currency, they were in US dollars, they've allocated to Polkadot for staking. And that was on the 22nd of the 3rd. So you can see what I'm doing here, right? It just shows you that, this market is not going to go down. There's no supply of coins, right? This is huge. Now, Waves also expands to Singapore to pursue its hybrid block adoption. And the thing is, they've moved out of the US and everything else because they're sick of the lack of regulation or the over-regulation. They don't know what's going on with their Arthur or Martha. So Waves has gone to Singapore, right? And don't forget, XRP is in Singapore, Ripple, and Binance. And the Monetary Authority of Singapore gave Binance and Ripple ages ago, maybe a year ago, licenses to operate in Singapore, right? And Singapore is a huge hub where they're very pro cryptocurrency. And I'll hasten to add to that Singapore has the biggest high net worth population in the world, one of the biggest. I used to work there. There's some very wealthy people in Singapore that are billionaires and everything else, right? Very wealthy people. Now, Singapore is going to be a hub. There's no doubt about it, okay, in my mind. And that was one place that Ripple was talking about it going to, leaving the San Francisco area, get out of the US and set up an operation in Singapore because of what's going on in the US with the SEC and everything else. Seriously, they're crucifying people. And they're trying to stop this incredible global technology that's going to change the world forever. This is as big as the internet of 1992. It's huge. It's like the Ford car back in 1913 or whatever, right? It's huge. You can't stop technology advancements. You just can't. And then you've got the BIS, the Bank of International Settlements, saying, oh, God, you've heard this before. Crypto requires more regulation. I mean, fair income, they are so behind the curve, right? The Bank of International Settlements, the European Central Bank, the International Monetary Fund, the US Fed, the SEC, they're all behind the curve and they have not got a friggin' clue, seriously. Also, blockchain.com raised 300 mil. And basically that puts their valuation at something like 5.2 bill, right? Huge. Coinbase, we know about Coinbase. They're doing their IPO in the equity market in April. And if they get their stock away, at 343 or more, right, it's going to put their valuation at 13 billion. Now, again, think about this. Binance Exchange does 70% of the volume every day in the cryptocurrency market. Every day. They have massive amounts of clients joining up worldwide, globally. They have Binance options. They have trading. They put up new ICOs. Their costs are nothing compared to Ethereum, right? Nothing. They have DeFi. CZ is going into non-FTs. He's supporting so many things. He has Binance Smart Chain, which is killing Ethereum. Killing it, right? And even now, Ethereum come out and say, oh, we're doing some update. And I'll tell you about the update, right? What is it? We're doing some update to help us, get this, our system, our crap system, working faster, right? So Ethereum are putting on another layer 2 called Hermes 2 or something, which launches on their mainnet, right? And it's supposed to help them alleviate Ethereum's congestion time, right? But God knows whether that's going to help, because it's not so much that. It's the crypto fees for Ethereum are out of control, right? And everyone pays for that. You know, it might be profitable for Ethereum, but it's not great for us. It's, we have to use Ethereum. I have clients that want to get out of Ethereum-based coins, and I say to them, sell the coin, transfer it with XRP, then buy it somewhere else so you don't have to pay the Ethereum costs, right? Everyone's trying to avoid the Ethereum costs, right? If you look at cryptofees.info, Ethereum costs for 1 day were 22 million nearly. For 7-day average, it's 23 mil plus, right? If you go to Binance, 20,000 a day, right? 20,000. Then you've got Uniswap version 2, which is on Ethereum. They pay, you're paying fees of $3 million a day. Now, if you do anything on Uniswap and you try to swap something, you're going to get charged $220 US a transaction fee, right? In Australian dollars, that's $300 for a transaction. I'm not going to pay that. No one's going to pay that. And that's on ERC20 token. If you have an ERC20, it's going to cost you Ethereum fees, right? And there's no way. You got to transfer stuff either through XRP, which costs you nothing, or you do it through BEP20, which is Binance's smart chain. Binance is killing Ethereum on every level. Now, I have a valuation for Binance that I did, and I put out on YouTube, whether you saw it or not, I don't know, under Crypto Granny. I said Binance coin by the end of the year would get to 12.25, right? And I believe that. And it's going to get to $800, right? Ethereum's bleeding. It's bleeding, and it cannot maintain its value. It will be pushed out, right, of the top 5. That's my belief. Unless they go to proof of stake. And they've already said they can't go to proof of stake for 2 years, and the miners did not back down on the fees, right, on their revenue. Of course they won't, because the miners are making a fortune, right? So anyone that uses Ethereum or ERC token 20 coin, ERC20 token coin, are basically going to get raped and pillaged by the miners' fees, right? Because the miners want to make a lot of money. It's very sensible, right? That they don't want to give up their money, and why would they? Rightly so. So Ethereum, as far as I'm concerned, is dead in the water until it goes to proof of stake. And so many smart contract platforms that are in competition with Ethereum, right, have gone to proof of stake, right? And there's so many of them, it's not funny. And all the new ICOs, or even the existing ones that were on Ethereum, are going to those smart contract platforms, okay? And there's not millions, but there's hundreds and hundreds, right? Out of that 8,900 I told you for cryptocurrency and coins, there's probably 1,000 of them, okay? And it's impossible to look at every one, right? I'm having a cup of coffee. Sorry, darlings, I need to drink. Okay, so this is very exciting, what's happening in this market. And I tell you, I love it. I love it. It just makes me so excited to see what's going on, okay? And, what else we got here? Coinbase announced to relist Anchor, Curve, and Storage. And they rallied heaps, and also they're in the social media, right? Just because of the Coinbase effect. Fair income, unbelievable. Filecoin integrates with Chainlink to offer advanced decentralized storage solutions, right? Chainlink, as I said, apparently the reserves on the exchange dropped to 14.6% total supply. Now, in a market like that, if reserves are dropping, supply is dropping on the exchange, that tells you it's going to be very difficult to sell Chainlink from here. Okay, at 27.76, selling it is just a recipe for disaster, okay? You're going to get killed, absolutely buried, right? Now, also Tezos came out with a non-FT platform called Calamint. So even Tezos is going into this. Also, Tezos is a smart contract platform. Also, Uniswap are launching a version 3 on the 5th of the 5th. Now, wait for it. They're saying, the scaling is going to be good, but we are not going to reduce the transaction fees, right? How can you use Uniswap? It's on Ethereum's platform, right? ERC20 token. And they're not going to reduce the transaction fees for the Uniswap version 3, right? Which is going to be launched on the 5th of the 5th of May. I mean, what a joke. I mean, that is a joke, right? Absolute joke. Seriously, I find that incredible. But anyway, that's what, that's what's happening. So if we go to the social media, right, worldwide global searches, it was non-fungible Yearn, PancakeSwap, Ecomi, Chiles, yeah, I love Chiles, Harmony, Theatre, Network, and Shopping.io, okay? And if you go to Luna, Crush, you got Storage, Hive, Anchor, Engine we're in, yep, Theatre, LTO Network, I don't know what that is, Curve.io, PundiX, PancakeSwap, and Filecoin. And if you look at the timetable coming up for crypto, what's going on with, different organisations for crypto, March the 25th, crypto.org, CRO, which we've invested in. We got it as a trading position, but I think we'll put it in our investment portfolio. It's a great story. Crypto.org chain, CRO, launches mainnet. So they're launching a mainnet for their exchange. It's going to be huge, right? Huge. Also, the first quarter, 2021, Facebook launches their stablecoin. Yuck. It's against fiat currency. Why would you want to buy it? Seriously. Chainlink integrates with DOC. Also, Turkey finishes piloting a central bank digital currency program. Bermuda stock are launching their first crypto ETF, exchange traded fund. And I spoke about that to you the other day, what it was. Mitsubishi UFG Financial Group also is going to be issuing their own digital currency, right? Now, in the second quarter, don't forget about Flare. I'm ultra bullish Flare. And don't forget that DOT is launching their Substrata version 3, okay, which is going to be huge, absolutely huge. So there's just so much going on here. I can't even keep up with this. It's too much for me. So, look, there's so much going on in crypto land. I cannot be negative this market, okay? I just can't. Now, if I look at our investment portfolios, which is my portfolio, it's done incredibly well. My rate of return for the last quarter has been up about 300%, okay? And I'm not bullshitting anyone. This is true. This is fact. I mean, we've got a little sprinkling of Bitcoin. We're in Tron, Power Ledger, Binance Coin. Request has done incredibly well. Huobi, I see as an absolute steal. Huobi Exchange token is so cheap. Ontology is so cheap. It's up 11% today, Ontology. Ox up 7%. What else? VeChain up 11%. I'm so bullish VeChain, it's not funny. Icon up 10%. Bullish Icon. I'm bullish Chainlink. We got into Chainlink at 250. Engine, we got into it 6.5 cents. I'm bullish Engine, 11%. What else am I really, really bullish? I'm really bullish Tron, really bullish Binance. BitTorrent, we got into BitTorrent at 0.003154. And we've got this investment because it's a part of Tron. It's up 16% today. We got into Quantum, QTUM. It's up 50% if this is right. Wow, is that right? QTUM? Let's just check that out, guys and girls. Sorry. Wow, that must be wrong. According to Mazzari, it's up 20% at 817. Okay, so let's but still, that's awesome. Let's just check out Live Coin Watch to see where it is on there. Okay, to make sure. Give me a sec, guys and girls. Quantum. I mean, that's massive. 842. Yeah. Wow. Up 20%, 21% today. Okay, that's beautiful. That must be wrong. I thought it was. Binance is going to move for sure. The graph is cheap, 155. We got into that. Ontology, as I said, Icon. Wow, amazing. Really, really good. And if we look at our trading portfolio, my trading portfolio, I'm in Wirex. Not doing much at the moment because, look, the FS, the English regulatory environment over there has said something about something. And so Wirex had to stop accepting UK clients, which is just a joke, some regulation again. We've got BitTorrent as a trade, fund, graph, Just has done seriously well. We got into Just at 0.047. Polymath, we got into at 0.34. Walton Chain, we got into at 90 cents. It's $1.51, and that is seriously cheap. TEZOS, we got into at 3.52. Qcoin, 4.80. Polygon, Matic, 22 cents. Chiles, we got in at 7.5 cents. That thing is going so much higher. Mithril, we got into at 0.02. Ambrosis, 0.038. This is my trading portfolio. Just at 0.03. Chiles, 16. And we got into Crypto Crow at 22, which is just a no-brainer, man. Just a no-brainer. Anyway, look, that's enough for me today. I've really rabbited on here a bit. But there's always so much to talk about. There's so much to put in there. Anyway, guys and girls, please look after yourself. Have a great day. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thank you. See you, babes. Bye.